Hi class, today we're going to be talking about Jasper Johns. Jasper Johns was born in 1930 in Georgia, and he is still alive. He specializes in painting, abstract expressionism, and pop art. So in 1949, he studied at the University of Southern Carolina, and he dropped out and moved to New York City. He was attending art school at this time, but he left because he was told that his artwork was not really good enough. And so he just said, I'm done with this, no more. And then he designed a window display at Tiffany's. So he was discovered by an art gallery owner who absolutely loved his work. And he instantly became famous and known for his art. Jasper was drafted into the Korean War, and as a result, he had a really strong sense of patriotism. And because he was in the war, he encouraged people to look at life from a different point of view. People who were safe during the war have a very different view from those who are fighting in the war. And the terrorist attack on the World Trade Center on 9/11 also influenced his patriotism. Throughout his art, he really encourages people to question it and question the basic shapes and his drawings, such as numbers and targets, and really just question what you're looking at and really try to see a different point of view. All right, he has a few different stylistic traits. So he has repetition, bold colors, representation of everyday objects, overlapping objects. So keep that in mind for a minute, and then we're going to go and see some of his paintings. So here is one of the first paintings I would like to talk about. In 1988, the Met in New York paid more than $20 million for this picture of a white flag. Okay, this is the first time anybody has done anything like this, and people went crazy for it, and they absolutely loved it. They loved it $20 million worth. All right, the next one I want to talk about is Three Flags. This one is done in 1958. It's in encaustic. Encaustic painting is basically just melted wax mixed together and applied to a surface when it's still hot. So you have to work very quickly, and you're kind of in a rush to get your painting finished because it will dry quickly. And on this flag down here, there is only 48 stars because Alaska and Hawaii were not a state until 1959 and 1960. All right, let's talk a little bit about the differences between abstract expressionism and pop art. So the one on the left over here is abstract expressionism, and the one on the right is pop art. So abstract expressionism. So abstract is really making about abstract expressionism. So abstract is very different because it's more about the method of painting than the actual painting itself. And you usually can't see what's going on in the painting, and you usually do not know what the subject is. And it also really allows you to express your idea without a strong subject. So here are two examples. Here's some more abstract artwork, and here's just a very simple guitar. Okay, let's talk about the expression. Okay, let's talk about the expression part. So expressionism is all about emotion. It's just really about the emotion of creating the art, and you can kind of feel a little bit of emotion when you're looking at the art. Here are some more examples of abstract expressionism. Now let's talk about pop art. So pop art uses popular culture such as movies, music, celebrities, politics to create art. So during this time, Mickey Mouse was very in, Spider-Man's very in, things like that. Whatever is popular at the time is what pop art is. Okay, here are some more paintings of Jasper Johns. You can see it has a lot of American flags because remember that patriotism, and a lot of targets, and these numbers as well. Okay, numbers, letters, very abstract. Okay, this is one of his very famous paintings. I think this one is very cool. I want you guys to see if you can see exactly what it is, or if you don't have a clue and it just looks like a bunch of different colors. All right, it is a map of the United States. So in this painting, he did a full map of the United States, and there are some common colors. So he has a lot of warm colors, a lot of cool colors, And he really uses them all together to create this really vibrant piece of art. And now it is time for your activity. So for your activity, I have included a map that looks just like this, and I want you to color the map of the USA to represent what's happening now in the USA. So back to his paintings. Okay, back to his painting. You can kind of see that there's a lot going on in this painting. Some have a lot of like scribbles on them. Some of them have a lot of paint drips. Okay, so this is a little bit what's representing what's going on because there's a lot of war going on at this time. And it was a hectic time, kind of like right now, how it's a hectic time right now. So I want you guys to create your maps on what's going on right now. You can just use simple colors, use your color pencils, create your map, and turn it in. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.